Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the Fozy Time, your Monday Serie A podcast, hosted by four Juventus fans that love to blow up you more than any Inter fan on the planet. I'm Frank. This is Dan, Chris, and Pietro. Say hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi.
1 week left in this miserable season, fellas, and it's going to be an interesting one.
Wow, why is miserable? For the Inter fans, this is the best championship.
Yeah, well, if Inter fans can go scratch.
It's the best. They never win. Whenever they win, it's the best.
At the beginning of the season, we were all hoping it would be the last week that teams were fighting for the top spot. At least we got somebody fighting for something. At least
That's true. That's
it's
true.
not the same, but at least there's something to play for in the last week. Not for Inter. Congrats, Inter. We love you.
So a big week of actually two weeks of games have gone by, guys. But we want to where do we want to start? Do we want to start in the Juventus Inter game?
Yeah, I think it's probably have to, right? With the referee who was a friggin' all-star.
He was awesome.
Dan, what did I say when this game started?
He said before the game started, he goes, "Why is he refereeing this game?" Because he has a history, you know. I mean, if you watch the game, then he's just he pulls out cards so quickly. He's like, So what I don't like the way he pulls out cards, he'll call a foul, blow a whistle, or let the play happen for 5 seconds, and then do his action. Like he has to think about it for so long, and then like, oh, you know what? That's a yellow card.
He has
to
process it.
Yeah, like he's so slow with
Dude,
that.
I literally, as soon as he came out of the tunnel, I said to Dan, "Oh God, not this guy." Like, what happened?
Well, he lived up to the reputation, right? I mean,
you see, this is the last game. He's 45 years old.
I don't know why is he
I don't
refereeing
think
such a
next
big
week-
game.
Next week they're going to give us some team.
They shouldn't.
They can. He should be for. He should be a different. He shouldn't be refereeing a game. But with this game, and it wasn't just for one team. I mean, I know all the Inter fans are saying, Quadrado got the penalty shot, whatever. Like he was inconsistent on both ends. I saw at least.
Yeah, no. I mean, this game was really weird because like all the drama came from like VAR and like the referee. That's what I felt like. Like it was like, I mean, the red card to Bentancur was really bad. Like, that was a silly card.
That was not. I mean, that wasn't even from behind. It was shoulder to shoulder. It was a foul.
But the penalties, like the whole game was very weird. Like for a 3-2 Juventus game with the stakes that it was, like it wasn't satisfying except for the fact that maybe we got the result in the end, but it was a very weird game.
Yeah, so that being said, like it's not like Inter played well, right?
No,
like it's not like they deserved to win. I mean, Juventus really didn't deserve to win either, but like I don't know.
Why did they deserve? They did more than them.
They did, but it's not like, did you think they played well?
No, never mind the motivation and whatever.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
We played to win. They didn't play. They used to get upset, a little bit upset when we went up.
No, but my point is, it's not like the ref made Inter lose.
But no, the ref sucked completely.
It was just a weird goal. Own goals. What, 3 penalty shots there were?
Yeah, there was 3. Ronaldo missed his and then scored on the rebound. But there was three penalty shots. But it seemed like VAR was every single time anything
every
happened.
Play.
VAR was involved. Yeah. One thing that
the question is, the ref called the game, right? And the VAR come in. So the VAR are supposed to come all the time. So what I mean is the ref did all the wrong call. If the VAR come in,
they didn't overturn every call that he made.
Yeah, they didn't overturn.
Some confirmed the ones that he made.
Yeah,
it wasn't that they overturned every single one.
Like he called Quadrado wanted to the game directly, right? And then VAR confirmed it, right?
Yeah.
The one that Ronaldo had, the first one, what did he call that directly or no?
Chiellini.
I don't even know, man.
Chiellini. Didn't he call that directly when he got pulled down?
I think in the end, I think they were all by the law, the right calls. I think there were a lot of incidental contact and all that crap. But if they were still, in the end, if you go by the law, there are penalties.
The Litz penalty, right? Like that would have never in real life, like the way, like I didn't even think he touched them the first couple of replays.
Incidental, but he did step on his foot.
Then his foot came down.
What I'm say, touch, right? But the ball, neither of them there. Already, Danilo was in front of them with the ball.
But he was going for the ball.
He was going for it though, and then he,
you're stopping him from going to the ball though.
Yeah, but he was behind Danilo.
It doesn't
he
matter.
would never come.
That's hard to. I mean, that's like saying, "Hey, I'm going to trip you, and then you're never going to get to it." Because it was. I don't think he was as far behind as you think he was.
Yeah, but trip if he put his foot in front of the other guy's foot. He touched on the bit behind.
Yeah, it was an accident. He didn't do it on purpose.
It was an accident. Yeah, he didn't do it on purpose. No, that would have been a penalty.
He wasn't a trip.
No, he came down with his foot and he hit the
back. But look at the penalty shot that Cuadrado got too, though.
Yeah.
Like there was nothing you could do about that if you're the defender. He cutting back, runs into you, and he falls over. Like
the reason I don't like that is because Dan's point. Like if that's a penalty, because there was contact. You could, as a forward, you can make contact anytime you want.
Of course, yeah.
Like anytime you're running down the way, you just cut it back and just run into the guy and fall down and be like, "There's a penalty."
And the fact that they exaggerate everything doesn't make it easy on the refs. I understand that, but still, like, I don't know. It's too much. It's too much.
Listen, that was a godsend in the sense that
the ref wasn't bad for both teams.
Yeah, he wasn't. Like I said, you can't say the fix was in. He sucked for everyone.
No.
I don't understand why they had him ref such a big game. Like, he's got issues. If you watch games in the past.
But the most issue, what is to send the second card that they gave it to Better.
That was terrible.
That was terrible.
That was the worst call. That was the only one that was like.
So you kill the game. You live as a team within 10 people.
Yeah.
With 55th minute, and that was like, I don't even think it was a foul, honestly. And it was like.
It wasn't a foul because you got the ball.
To get a second yellow card. And that's where VAR should be able to jump in and be like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, to me, that was a
champion there, right?
I don't think they can they? They can't reverse a card.
Not a yellow.
Besides the ref, other things that we should talk about is, and we've been questioning Pirlo on this all season, is his constant change of lineups and the fact that he can't stick with the lineup. He's got Morata, the ball on the bench, and he puts Kulusevski up top with Ronaldo. Kulusevski, who sucked all year forward, and you're going to put him in the biggest game.
Which is weird. He was moving, though. Kulusevski was moving. He was moving, and I was surprised. But to Dan's point, he's exactly right. Like, up to this game, what did Kovalevsky show you? They should have started over Morata.
Who's Kovalevsky?
Did he have the greatest week of practice ever that we don't know about? Who knows? But what made him earn that spot?
I agree with Daniel there, right? Like, you know how, like, we just, after a while, you don't trust the coaching one. Like, why did he pick Kovalevsky?
He's just pulling names out of that. He still starts at a board and be like, oh.
And again, I agree with Daddy. I think Kovalevsky moved well at the beginning. I think he was actually playing decent. Yeah. But, like, what made him come with this, like, great epiphany? Like, all of a sudden, you're going to play. Like,
I think he thinks he's outsmarting people, and he's not.
It looks like you said he just had a great week of practice. I mean, I don't know, but like he had played horrible in the games leading up to that, and for him to start, it was kind of like, what the hell?
Yeah.
He didn't answer that at all in the post game, right? Like, talk about that at all.
I don't know. I didn't see it. It's hard for me to understand what he's saying, even when he's speaking English. So that. With that, I didn't understand, but also the fact that he really does change the lineup every single game. Like, can we get Inter's lineup? That's the lineup that's been there pretty much all season, and you see that they play together well, and they had the results. That was just something that I didn't like. I would like to see a more consistent team.
Well, I think I'm just trying to put myself in his head, right? I think he wanted to get Danilo on the field to have good defenders with DeLitt and Chiellini. I think that's why, and he figured I'll move Cuadrado up. I think that's why he did that. Yep. And I think what they ended up doing there is it kind of shifted everything else. That's the only move.
How bad is Sandro? Why is he on the field? How many giveaways did he have? He's awful.
Yeah. He's very bad.
He saved one.
Which one did he save?
He saved one. And
oh yeah, the cross where he got through it.
Yeah,
right
but how many giveaways did he have?
Yeah, no, that's the part that's unforgivable, right? Like, dude, like what are we 5? Like you just give away the ball and just create
his outside of left foot passes right to the other team. Like, what are you? Why are you trying to be so clever and like you're not good? I did like to see. I mean, we all say Lukaku had an awesome season. Martinez an awesome. They really didn't do anything. You know, they were pretty much shut down. You know, you see when you play good defense. You know how well. How
I thought DeLint really played well.
Yeah,
I thought DeLint played well. I thought Chiellini didn't have his best game, but even when he doesn't have a good game, he's just physical enough to mess them up.
This game we did with Inter, we have to repeat with Atalanta Thursday, Wednesday.
I don't think that's happening.
Why not?
I think it's a totally different game.
Let them attack and kill them.
I think it's a totally different game versus Atalanta.
No, they tend to attack.
Yeah.
So they tend to attack.
Inter didn't do that.
We can go.
Well, I mean, we'll talk about that game. It'll be interesting to see the lineup. Does he go with Chiellini again against the big forward like Zapata?
Well, I agree with you on that though. But like a point on this game, right? What does this really say? I think it's exactly what we've been saying about Bonucci for years, right? Way before we had this show.
Yep.
He's what is he? He's not a good defender. Right? Like, because look, in the games where he has to play Lukaku and look what he goes for. He goes for Chiellini, right? Like, so the point is, like, what is Bonucci? Like, why is he on this team? Right? Like, he doesn't give you that guy in the middle that's going to stop the forward and say, you're not going to pass, right? He's slow. So I think Bonucci was a guy whose career was made because he had Chiellini as his partner. If he would have played on another team without Chiellini, he would have never been on the national team.
But you see, Bonucci, he was good because, remember, he was playing with Chiellini and Barzagli.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Exactly what I'm saying.
Right.
If Bonucci was on another team, he would have been Romagnoli 2.0.
Right.
He was terrible.
And Bonucci, what his specialty was the long pass.
Yeah,
now he don't even do
1
that.
out of 10. 1 out of 10.
Now he don't even do that to us.
He's terrible.
Listen, Bonucci got better partnering up with Chiellini over the years, right? He did his part, but my point is, as a standalone defender, Chiellini made Bonucci's career for me.
Yeah.
If he didn't have those two, I think Bonucci would have came and went like any other defender. That would have just been like, right? Because look, in this game, you have Chiellini clearly starting for a reason over Bonucci. I mean, it's just so it just.
Defense, right?
Well, I mean, listen, Lukaku will throw Bonucci around. Chiellini's at least going to fight him. You know,
he's going to fight him.
He's in there,
and that's what scares me too, like of Juventus, because Chiellini's done or whatever, and like as much as Daddy's like, he can't play anymore. He's old. He's very irreplaceable.
Well, and that's the hope that Demiral is in. So a couple things that I like.
I don't mention Demiral because he's not in shape.
He always gets hurt.
Otherwise, I would have put him into the Sunday.
Yeah, me too. I thought DeLint and Demiral were the next two.
You like to see actually what from this game, and Pirlo finally did something. Was in the end putting in Demiral and not putting in Bonucci, realizing that guy's going to be worthless on the field. I'm not putting him in. I'm going to give Demiral a chance, and then also taking Ronaldo out. I know they were down a man, and Ronaldo didn't even put a stink. He's like, hey, we're down a man. I'm not going to run. Go ahead, take me out. So it's actually like,
that's what Ronaldo thought. Say, I'm going to be by myself for me. I'm not going to touch him.
At least he was able to
take me out,
Yeah, but here's the deal. Did Pirlo, so was this, should we read any more into this? Was this Pirlo knowing his days are numbered, and he's like, I've been wanting to take Ronaldo out and put it, they wouldn't let me, and I'm just going to do it now because I don't care?
No,
that wasn't it. He wanted to win the game. He knew he needed someone who's going to move more and fight and hold the ball up.
But there's been other games where he needed that and didn't take Ronaldo out.
Juventus' mistake this year was the midfield, whatever. Because you see, if you ever imagine Juventus with this team have a good midfield, Ronaldo would have more balls to play.
Well, yeah, obviously, but something definitely happened with Ronaldo, like his actual, maybe playing 2 years now with no fans or whatever. Like
that's that too.
He definitely seems like he's lost his spirit a bit. Like, and on the that Juventus scored when Cuadrado scored, or one of the goals, I remember texting you guys going, "Why is he not celebrating?"
He never does.
Yeah, he's not gonna go crazy.
But I mean there's something. I mean, that's weird, right? Like usually when the team celebrates a game like that, you would see him celebrate. He was the last person.
Did you see it today? They moved all his car.
I read that too.
Yeah.
He's shipping out all his cars.
All his supercars.
This is some people say every end of season he does this. And when some people question, maybe once he's going to leave.
Listen, people want to sell papers.
Doesn't matter of fact, they say Sunday we're going to have an answer from Ronaldo. Either stay or go out.
100%, depending on the results.
Because Sunday, you see, there is one thing him to stay, to get Zidane and us to get in the championship. That's it.
Yeah, if that happens, he'll stay. If not, he's gone.
Next week for Juventus is the biggest week that they're going to have in their history for the next 10, 20 years. Let me ask
you hypothetical, right? Because I agree with you. It's a huge game for Juventus. If they win, I think Ronaldo stays. I think Zidane comes, and I think they try to retool, right? They try to build another team around Ronaldo.
Because you see, if Zidane come, right, he keep Ronaldo. I'm sure he's going to fix the midfield.
Right. Okay.
He's not going to stay with that.
That's what I'm saying. So is that the best thing in the long run, knowing that they don't have any money, right? Or is selling Ronaldo, maybe even have to sell some of these other people and just really getting good younger players to start another cycle? What do you guys think is best in the long term?
I don't think losing is ever good. So.
Yeah,
I agree with you.
There's parts of me that wants them to lose because I want to see change, but at the same time, losing is never good. It'll bring you down 5 years behind the plan of whatever.
So I agree with you there. So I can't argue that losing's good. So let me reframe the question.
Do you know why losing is good? Because if we win, we have to take care of the championship. So we have to change some player.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I guess I'll change my question. Do you have faith that they can get into the Champions League and retool the team with the resources they have?
They're going to try. You're not going to see them sit back and do nothing.
Look, at the midfield, at the end, I would have saved McCann and Rabiot.
Both are gone, so.
No, but I'm not to blame starter to make part of the midfield.
Okay.
You understand? But then I would have get Locatello or someone,
The question is, do they have any money, right? I mean, didn't they?
Yes, they're going to find the man.
I read an article that they asked the players to hold off paying them.
That's every team.
Yeah, but they're going to find the man.
Yeah, but I mean, you know what that means? Hey, can we hold off paying you? And then all of a sudden where are you getting this money from?
I think we're going too far in the future. I think the question was, is it good for them to lose or good for that? Is it ever good?
Not is it good for them to lose. I guess I'm saying, if you had to play knowing who's in charge now and everything, do you have confidence that they can retool on the fly? Or do you think we're going to get another Arthur coming?
I don't have confidence, but at least I have confidence that they will change something. Try to. I mean, maybe it's not for the best. Maybe they screw it up and they sign another Ramsey. They sign
another Arthur, another Ramsey.
They're going to try, though. That's one thing you can't stop.
Every team's going to try. Real Madrid's going to try. Barcelona's going to try. All of them are going to try.
Am I confident it's going to work? No, but I'd rather see that than them not in the Champions League, lose out on Donnarumma, because that's the other factor. If Milan goes out, Donnarumma is Juventus' goalkeeper. I want that to happen. So I need.
Although Donnarumma the last 2 weeks has played, he's regressed back to what he was 3 years ago. By the way,
did you see him yesterday?
What?
He saved them yesterday.
Did you see how he's been on crosses?
He saved the result with Kanye.
Did you see?
They would have lost without him.
I saw the saves, but did you see the how he's been on crosses and with his feet the last 2 weeks?
I'll take that. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me.
I'm just saying he had gotten better over the last 2 years on, and the last 2 weeks he's gone back to what he was doing.
The point I was making is that this week's game coming up will change the course of history for them for the next 10, 15 years. Donnarumma is your goalie for the next 15 years if you win this game and Milan loses. You know what I mean? That's the difference.
Oh, yeah.
Because I believe if we go on the championship, Donnarumma is going to be.
Yeah, me too. I fully believe that.
Yeah.
Because he wants to play in the championship. He wants more money.
Ronaldo stays. Zidane comes. Zidane says, "All right, you're giving me money. We're buying this and this." You know what I mean? Like, there's total. This game comes down. Everything comes down.
The unfortunate part is it's not in their control.
It's not.
Right? Like, they could win, and everybody else wins, and it doesn't matter. They still stay home.
Yeah, but you see, what I'm saying is already Donnarumma make a difference.
Yes, 100%. Donnarumma's on their team. They're in the top 4 already.
Easily.
There's not a question. You're not
losing. It's hard to go back in history.
Buffon was the best of the all time. Buffon you spare 1 or 2 shots.
Listen,
our Frank Szczesny. No. Szczesny didn't lose them 2 points all season.
No, he did.
Tell me, he did. So there.
Dom texted us on Sunday. I don't think Daddy saw this. That Juventus in the games that Buffon started, they're 11 wins and 2 ties.
Yeah.
No, I texted you that.
Or you text, which is true. And you guys and when you guys think I'm kidding when I said I would Buffon over Szczesny.
You know what I heard today on television from someone? He say Juventus treated Buffon badly.
I think so too.
He think Buffon was better than Szczesny this year.
I think so too.
We mentioned a lot of times. How many times we say
a lot? And that's why I have a problem with even like Buffon leaving, like saying, okay, it's the end of an era. Like that means you couldn't even respect the guy enough to make him like he came as a back. Like you couldn't even make him feel wanted enough. Like what does that say? Like he came.
Plus, the last game, right? When Buffon saved the penalty with Sassuolo and made a good save, you should have. Stay in the game next game. No, what the Tolare is a shit. What is that? He's playing good.
I agree. Like there was never like Buffon came in, did more than he was supposed to do, and he never got the second game. And I who knows? I mean, something had to change for him to go. I'm going to play somewhere else.
Because they could not admit Buffon could take a place of Szczesny. They evaluate Szczesny. If you would have been BS1. They don't
want nobody ever wants to admit that they're wrong. So I see that they're stubborn with that. But I mean, in the end, you're hurting the team, and they hurt the team this year with some.
Well, they're already admitting it. They're already admitting it, though. Like I don't agree because if they're going after Donnarumma, they're already admitting that Szczesny is not their goalie. So like,
and then for Wednesday Coppa Italia, the whole person they miss it. Wednesday is Alessandro, which is enough. He says
that's an addition, subtraction.
That's an addition for Juventus because Danilo is going to play on the left and Quadrato on the right. So it's an addition for